Now, when Brad wanted me to hear his story, Brad and his wife agreed to have me come over and listen to how it all went down. His wife watched the process and was part of the process. Actually, she was being mistreated by his parents. She didn't know what to do with it. She was just trying her best to try to have a good relationship with him, but they weren't doing well with that. They weren't treating her well. And Brad shared the story that before he talked to his own dad, he talked to his son. He asked if his son would have a conversation with him. And I remember he talked about how he walked, their home has a sunroom on the back. He said, we're going to go into the sunroom and have a conversation. And his wife said she was very intrigued once that door shut, what was going on in that sunroom, what was being shared with his son. And I was intrigued to know what was going on in that sunroom. If you were the dad in that sunroom, what would you be wanting to share with your son? If you were the dad in that sunroom, what would you want to share with your son? How many dads we got in the room? Oh yeah. How many dads we got of sons? All right, lots. If you have daughters, it's not too different a process, but man, that's the whole room, like 95%. This message is for you, gentlemen. What's interesting is guys would also read the book for the purpose of seeing where they screwed up with their son. They wanted to know if they screwed up with their son. And they would read through it for that purpose. Never did I imagine that they would do that. But it became cool for me because it became a unique ministry to understand, why is that so important? Well, God designed the relationship between a father and son to be the most impactful relationship in family life. Because dad is elevated to this level of superhero status. Think about it. As men of faith, we're called to lead in every way. We're called to lead our wives well. We're called to lead our families. We're called to lead in Christ, which is even harder. So it truly is superhero status as a father. But if we falter at some point, a wound can occur. And fathers want to know if there is one, or fathers already know they caused one. And they want to know, what do I do if I want to approach my son? How do I talk to my son? Got a few pointers for you. The first one is, ask your son this question. Was I a superhero as a father to you? Or was I the superhero I needed to be as a father to you? Now, depending on your son, and if he's been hurt or not, the response could be a scoffing laugh like, yeah, not so much, Dad. Or he might go quiet. Might not share at all. Or you can see that it was very meaningful. Perhaps your son tears up because he's been wanting to know that you want to have a relationship with him. And what's extra special about the question, gentlemen, is it doesn't mean you've done something to screw up. But you might uncover something that matters a lot. I was talking to a pastor about a month back or so, and he shared with me how he wanted to talk to his kids about that, to see if there was anything. And I encouraged him, man, please go do that. Please go do that. It's such a blessing to them, even for you to bring it up. So he did. And one of his kids said to him, that the anger he displayed to her brother scared her. The anger that he displayed to her brother scared her. It wasn't even directed at her. But she had this one thing that she was holding on to. And she was, I think 13. She was holding on to it. And because he brought it up, it uncovered that. They were able to work through it and move forward. Had they not, she would have held on to that for years, over his head, maybe unknowingly, impacting her greatly as the one thing that never got solved. But because he did, it did. And now they have healing in their relationship. I'd encourage you guys, have the conversation to find out if there's anything wrong, or if you did, you know you did some damage. Just going to your son is meaningful. It'll mean the world to him.